Well, good morning and welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, LoveTalk. Look at all these people I got in the house today. And Miss Hanan is actually in the WNHH studios. Girl, I haven't been in them studios in about 2 years, so thank you for showing up. Hey Maurice, hey Jennifer Newman, how y'all doing?
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
All right, so everybody can dance. That's what I hear. What's that about? Talk to
Yeah,
me about why everybody can dance and where they
everybody can
dancing at.
dance. Yeah, where are they dancing at? Exactly. Yeah, this is the second time I think I'm on the show talking about everybody dances, right? Babz?
Yes,
Yeah, so
yes, yes,
really thank you so
yes.
much for giving us the chance to talk about it and share out the work as it moves on into its second year. We'll start in the fall, but we're still rounding out our first year of Everybody Dances with a few more opportunities this summer. This Friday, we've got Dr. Hanan Hameen teaching. I'm sorry, not Friday, Sunday. We're sticking to the
Yes,
Sundays.
yes, yes.
This Sunday, 11 o'clock. And I'm going to let Dr. Hameen talk more about her class. But what's really exciting about this one is it's our first chance to move our programming into summer months when typically it's very quiet around here. But we're really trying to keep the space moving, and we're so excited to keep dance in the building through the summer and to continue to be a place where local dance artists, teachers, and choreographers can come find a place that they can move and really in different kinds our broad range of styles is really exciting too. So I want to hand it over to Dr. Hameen to talk a little bit about the class itself.
Hey,
Good.
honey. Wait,
Hey,
before I haven't seen you since I've been back from Senegal because I know you live in Senegal,
yes.
and I want to tell you your adopted country won me. Just FYI, it won me,
Wow, wow.
and
Judges.
I could just I swear I could just live there. So it's
Yes.
lovely to see you, and tell me about Everybody Can Dance because you're gonna do West African dance. You teaching West African dance? What are you teaching?
So on Sunday, we're doing a special class because we're connecting the Caribbean Heritage Festival, our
Oh,
Our 11th annual Juneteenth celebration this weekend, and the Everybody
yes.
Dances series. So what we're going to do on Sunday is we're going to take a journey through the African diaspora, but we're going to look at celebratory traditional dances. So we're going to look at how we're celebrating around the world, right? So we're going to go to the Caribbean. We're going to experience some traditional folklore and see what did that celebration look like. We're going to explore what does celebration look like in West Africa traditionally. So we're going to explore those movements, and we're also going to bring, because we also are part of the African diaspora. We have to always remember that too, right? It's not just those on the continent. The diaspora is those who are dispersed. So that is us. Yes. So we're also going to explore the way that we celebrate traditionally, and we're going to honor and learn about one of our matriarch of Black dance, Mama Catherine Dunham, which from her we have the Dunham technique. From her technique, that was the genesis for jazz dance, and then street jazz, and then into hip hop, the way it's taught in the classes now. So that was the genesis with Mama Dunham's technique. So I'm going to take them through a nice Dunham bar, and which is like one of the most challenging techniques you can do, by the way. That's one of my specialties. That's one of my foundations, because it combines Caribbean folklore, it combines African dance, it combines ballet, right? Modern, all of these things are happening at the same time. And each move has to be authentic and has to have the proper technique. So 1 second you're doing a jeté and your feet are pointed and your pose, and then the next second you're down and you're doing the yanvalou and your spine is undulating. So it's very challenging, but it's very fun. We're gonna have live
Okay, can
drumming.
I take this class, honey? Like,
Yes, come
okay,
on. It's
listen,
free. Everybody
listen. Can
take
I
it.
get in this class?
When I
Okay,
yes, come.
all right.
Come join us. I'd
I'll
love
be
to
taking
see
the class,
you.
so you have to come too.
Jennifer, aren't you a dancer by trade?
I trade, but it's been a year, so
Yeah.
I'm in the beginning stages.
So
Maurice, are
come.
you dancing?
Guy.
Yeah, I'll be signing up for the class myself. I know that
Oh,
Babs, you said everybody can dance. I don't know if everybody can dance, but we call it everybody dances. So I'll try. I'll learn.
all right. So what time are you
We've got
doing
a
this, Hanan? And then How long is it? I gotta get in my mind how long this takes.
Yes. So our class is from 11 to 12:30. But we ease through it. We have fun through it. You know me. We're gonna smile. We're gonna work. You know me. But we're gonna, I'm gonna coach you through it. We're gonna ease our way. We're exploring and we're celebrating. It's not performance based. So I'm not coming to 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? I'm not gonna go fame on you. Okay. I'll leave my stick at home. I normally teach with my stick. I'll leave it at home for this one.
Bring the stick.
Bring the stick. You want the stick?
We're gonna go old school classic.
You want the old school?
See, Jennifer.
Yes. Miss Peters. Yes.
So it's the idea for dances for everybody. Anybody can dance. All of this dance. Is this, Jennifer, something you're gonna stay with this, and it's gonna be an ongoing? Like, how often can I see Hanan teach?
Well, that's a great question. Yeah, we started, I would say, a year ago. And it really started off with a discussion with dance makers here in New Haven, and folks really wanting to have a space that they felt like there was this regular center of, or I should say, in New Haven there was a feeling that there wasn't one center of dance that folks could always come to and have class. And so I said, well, why don't you guys come look at our new dance studio? And we really had just started to open, and so folks started to come through and looking at it. And we created a Sunday series. And we really were so surprised, pleasantly surprised, at just the number of dance educators, dance choreographers, and dance lovers in New Haven that just want to come and take class. And they're really curious about, we've done hip hop, we've done twerking, we've done ballet, we've done modern, we've done improvisation, we've done a Lunar Fest Chinese, particular Chinese style. We have done Indian dance, right? So, and one form of Indian dance. So there's been so many people who've been interested. We just said, oh my goodness, we have to keep going. We can't stop, because there's always someone new who wants to take class. So right now we're still in this form where like everybody gets one Sunday, and eventually we'll be able to start the cycle again, and where folks get more than one Sunday. Because I think it would be great is when you start to have repeat classes and to improve in a certain style and really get that style embodied. And maybe one day we'll be able to do a midweek evening class, which I think is always really nice for folks to just drop in at night after work and just move their body in a different way. That would be really nice. So one day.
We can collaborate, because we have the African dance classes and drum classes on Mondays at the house at Yale.
Oh, that's right.
So we can collaborate.
Right.
We have that Monday evening space, 6 to 9 o'clock.
Right.
Ooh,
when does that class start?
It follows the school calendar.
Okay.
Yes. So and that's
I've seen it, Hanan,
yes.
and I've been wanting to take it, but I've been a little intimidated. I'm not one that intimidates easily, but I was like, these young people and these real dancers, I don't know if I could.
But
fit
that's
in,
not what I'm so happy you said that, because that's not what this class is. This class is a space where you are coming to learn, but it's a space where we're all coming to learn and to share. It's a safe space. This is why we don't have any phones out. There's no photos, no videos. This is come and just learn and be an escape. This is an escape, right? This is a place where we want you all to come and learn the moves, but just feel like, everything has been released. My spirit has been fed. Like I was just lost into the drum where everything else doesn't matter. And then in that process, you're going to learn a step or two. You're going to learn the rhythms. You do it every week. The next thing you know, oh, wait a minute, I have this. So it's a place where we're trying to build the community and help to build that class culture, because I think that's also what Jennifer is speaking to as well. To have repeat teachers, that class culture has to be built in, and we're working on that in New Haven. So I'm so happy and grateful that we have this opportunity to finally collaborate in this way, so we can come together and create this communal space. Because even at Neighborhood Music School, because I'm also affiliated there, that's been my dance home here as a teacher since I arrived in New Haven. And they've been working on the same thing, so we can all come together and create this space, even if it's a round table, because we know dance space is very limited here, right? Nice studios with mirrors. What if you have that gold mine, right? So, but if we can all use our resources and share, maybe there could be a Monday at one place, a Tuesday at another place, and, share the resources, share the funding, and people just paying, to take classes, some people, students free, whatever we can do to make it accessible and to keep it going, because there are definitely people here who want it. And there's people here like us who we're ready to present it and share. So so come.
Talk to me about when you started this dance component. Were you surprised by the number of people who really started to like show real interest in showing up for this? Like,
I less than surprised. I think it's more like very what is the feeling I can say? It was like it's a warm feeling, right? It's a feeling of saying, oh, right, people love to move, and just giving them the opportunity to do it, right? It's like, the teacher is getting a fee for being able to teach. They don't have to rent the space. So we're able to provide that for the educator, which is incredible because space is at a premium here, especially for dance classes. And so to make that accessible is huge. And then to see that what's really exciting about the dance classes is I see people who have never danced before, who just are curious, and they come to every class. They're moving through all the different forms. I'm seeing intergenerational people bringing their little kids. I'm seeing older people all in the same room together, which is so beautiful. Just like, to your point, Hanan, it's like you just coming in, it's free, and people are learning how to move their bodies and just enjoying it, right? And just loving moving their bodies, and they're doing it together across generation. So I think it was more, and maybe it's affirming. Maybe that's the word I was looking for. It's affirming. It's affirming that, dance is something that is desired, it is appreciated, and there is a community for dance. There is an audience for dance. There is definitely a place for it in our community.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so Hanan, my first introduction to Yale overall was through the Afro-Am Center African Dancing when I was a little kid.
Nice.
That was the first time I was invited to be on that campus, and I think for many of us, me, Ife, a couple of other folks, that was Yale's. They opened the doors to us to come. I don't know if that's so much true as it was when I was a kid, but it's nice to see that the Afro-Am is still continuing that tradition of African dance and opening up that space to the community.
Yes, we're still there. We just completed our second school year there. So so we're still going, still growing. But yes, definitely come out, because the thing about taking class is it's also, for me, it's the best physical therapy, is the best physical fitness. As a lupus patient, it's always something within dance that I can do. I might not always be able to do some weights in the gym, but I know that I can do some tandus or just move around to the music. Even if I'm dancing in my chair, I could build up a sweat. There's exercise. It's whole body, it's mind, it's spiritual, it's everything. It's such a beautiful release. And to come out and to explore it within a cultural aspect as well as an academic, to where you're learning about what it is that you're doing and why this is happening. Because also what happens when everybody dances, right? We're moving and we're in the moment, but we also forget, right, that this movement means something somewhere, right? Like when you were in Senegal, Babz, there were certain things that's happening. It wasn't just arbitrary, right? It was intentional. There was a meaning behind it. So we have to take account into that when we're doing these dances from different cultures, that this means something. This was a purpose. This was somebody's day. This was somebody's experience. It might have been somebody passed away, somebody was born, somebody got married, and these movements came out. Somebody was praying, you're eating, whatever. There's different scenarios and situations that bring out these movements, and that's what we're learning, and that's what we're sharing. It's not just, oh, my arm has to go here and I have to do a right, left, right. Yeah, that's the step, but there's a story in there, within that step, within that rhythm, within that song, with that da 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 instead of a it's saying something different.
Run over there right now.
Yeah,
and
come
get
on.
A step or two in.
Yes.
What is going on? So Maurice and Jennifer, how much I got paid to do this? How much is it gonna cost me?
Free. It's free and open to the public. The only thing you need to do is go out to schwarzman.yale.edu, click on that link on our website, and sign up. Sign up and show up.
Ooh. Yeah. Wow. All right. So what should I wear, Miss Hanan, Dr. Hanan? What should I wear? It's been a long time. What do I put on?
Something comfortable, of course, right? Yes. You can put one of your beautiful caftans if you want to. Yes.
Oh,
I was checking your Facebook. Yes. But ideally, because we're doing the traditional dances, ideally you want to wear traditional attire. So not formal, but for dancing, if you have a lapa, which is the wrap skirt that the women wear, it wraps around like 1.5 times. It should land between your calf and your knee. between your ankle and your knee, it should land somewhere mid-calf, the lapa, if you have one. The African pants, like the baggy African pants, those are fine, or sweatpants are fine. We're going to do some Caribbean folklore, so if anybody has like the big circle skirts, you can bring those for some movement exploration as well. But t-shirt, tank top, I would avoid wearing shorts just because if you're on the floor, sometimes you need to slide or move your leg, and that skin on the floor, that's not a fun feeling. So I always recommend something, leggings, something on the legs. But
Okay.
but just come out like if going to the
Am
gym.
I barefoot or do I wear what do I put on my feet?
Ideally
Sneakers?
barefoot, but if somebody has to have support, like I know sometimes if I'm feeling something with the lupus, I put on either my dance sneakers or I may have some light sneakers that are bendable that I can easily wash in the washing machine and put those on because it's a dance floor. We want to make sure we only have dance shoes in the space, not outside shoes. So if somebody does need to bring shoes, I would say bring an extra pair that you're not wearing outside that you can wear just on the floor, but nothing too heavy because that's a weight, unless you're trying to get your workout on with the shoes. But yes, but barefoot.
And so,
light
and
shoes.
what is the music like? What am I hearing? What will I hear in the space?
Oh, you are going to hear the sounds of Baba Brian Jawara Gray. He's our accompaniment. Yes, they were able to have me bring a drummer, which was wonderful because live drumming is always the best with this kind of dancing. So.
Oh, I love it.
And I'm
love
gonna hit the drum. There's no way I'm gonna be a drummer. I'm not gonna touch it. So
Well,
Yeah.
you come through music honestly. I mean, your whole family. So there you go. But I get that. How many people can the space hold, Jennifer and Maurice?
That's a
How many
great
people?
question. We typically, the space comfortably holds 30 registrants. So sign up, and even if you hit the wait list, still show up on the day of, because oftentimes folks, things come up and people aren't able to attend. So always sign up and then come through.
Yes, and so the dance studio is in the Schwarzman Center proper, like it's in downstairs. I've been in there and it's a beautiful space. That's why Hanan, when I went to see it for the first time, I was freaked out because I was like, there's a whole beautiful dance studio down here.
I haven't
People
seen
in
it
there.
yet, so I'm gonna
Girl,
I'm probably gonna do a
It's
couple of backflips when I
gorgeous.
get. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, what in the world?
Wait, does
Y'all
the
have a
insurance cover
whole-
backflips? Wait a minute. Let me.
have a whole dance studio in Yale. It just seemed strange to me. Like I didn't know what I was gonna see. It's stunning. It's a beautiful.
Yeah,
space.
the center has a beautiful dance studio downstairs that really weren't able to open officially when we first originally opened, due to COVID and distancing. But now that we're up and running, we're be able to use it more and more and more. So definitely, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised and inspired.
Thank you
And,
so much.
And it's great to have one that we can open to the public, right?
Yes, because we desperately need that in the dance community here. We don't have space. So, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for this. Thank you.
So what's next? So Jennifer, so you got Dr. Hameen coming.
Yep.
You've had so many other people coming.
Yeah.
And you said I had Maurice on a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about, y'all are moving into like a summer kind of vibe, because it's less, it's not that many students around and people can move around a little bit more.
Yeah.
So are you building out the dance part into the summer too as well? Is
Yeah,
this all
little by
part of
little. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Little by little. So our next class will be June 25th. And that is the dance company Contratiempo that's coming to perform as part of the Art Ideas Festival.
Yes.
So we'll have a master class with a guest artist on the 25th. So that is something else someone can sign up for. And that is going to be conga. So you'll be learning conga fundamentals. So, specifically Cuban tradition dance, but of course, there's influence, through the diaspora. Mm-hmm. And so it all, it's thematically, it all connects. So we're really excited to have that class, and that too will have a live percussionist, which is really fantastic. I mean, it changes the energy in the room. We know it just takes it up. So yeah.
So Hanan, how long have you been dancing? I mean, I know, but people who don't know you, how long have you been dancing?
Since I've been walking, I've been dancing going on 43 years now. Mm-hmm. Yes, since I was 2 years old, I was formally in class. I've been professional since I was 5, I actually choreographed my first show when I was 10. I choreographed the holiday concert for my elementary school. And then I started teaching when I was in 10th grade. I started officially teaching and getting paid for it. I was teaching at an elementary school after school. I was running the dance after school. Yep, getting 15 an hour at 15. Hey, go ahead.
Listen,
And then
a lot of money.
and I started the dance program at my high school because we didn't have one. I was the dance teacher for 2 years. And then my senior year is when my dance mom, Mama Patricia Dye, came. And that's how I got connected to Dance Africa, because she was the director of Restoration Youth Theater. That was the name at the time of the dance company. She's also dance daughter of Baba Chuck and founder of Paka. So she connected everything she was doing. When they first infused the youth in 1996, I was part of that first cohort. So I'm the first generation from the youth involvement. That's how I got into Dance Africa from 1996. But outside of that, I was in professional dance companies. That's why I really love sharing the traditions, because I was fortunate and blessed that my teachers, if not the pioneers, were the students of the pioneers. So like my Dunham comes from Dorothy Jackson Alexander and also Mama Dana Mano, who was a Dunham company member. So that's my dance grandmother. So I learned the Dunham technique, like as close to the source as you can get it. And then Baba Chuck Davis, that's my dance grandfather, the one who founded Dance Africa. So I've been under his tutelage since I was in high school. And Mama Jewel Love, Mama Wilhelmina Taylor, Baba Olatunji, like there's so many. But I'm trained in ballet, tap, jazz, modern, hip hop, West African, Caribbean, Latin, sing, dance, act. I'm just an artist, but I'm professionally trained in all of that. I was doing modern, Dunham, Horton, ballet. I've done Nutcrackers. I've choreographed Nutcrackers. Missy Copeland actually performed the Nutcracker, Uptown Dance Academy. We do the Black Nutcracker in New York. Yay. She performed with us twice. We're that little small ballet school that they donated money to about 10, 15 years ago in Harlem. Prince actually came to our show at the Apollo. He was up in the booth cheering when I was drumming. I saw him up there with his velvet green on and shining. I was, his hair was slick. I knew that was Prince. It was slick. I was like, okay, but I have beautiful dance experiences. That's a whole interview in itself. But I've been dancing a very, very, very long time with a lot of people, and a lot of my students are now have grown as well. Kalia Campbell, who's one of the stars and prodigies of Alvin Ailey Dance Theater, that's one of my babies. Gabrielle Hamilton, who's a Broadway star, that's one of my babies as well. And the list goes on. Wade Bryant, who's doing the stretch that from the technique that I trained with him, that I taught him from when he was one of my students at Uptown Dance Academy. There's so many that are out there. And I'm just grateful to be a part, and I'm just grateful to share the legacy that has been passed on to me and be able to connect and collaborate in other ways to be able to bring more people into this dance family, because I grew up in a dance family. It wasn't competition. I'm grateful that I didn't grow up in the recital world and competition world, that I grew up in the professional world and the cultural world, because it was family. We'll be in 4 dance companies at one time. That's why it's so hard to say, because I was literally in one time I was in 5 or 6 dance companies at one time. Outside of teaching and outside of my career in the music industry, because I'm one of the original Harlem Shakers. I was choreographing with them. We did Blow Your Mind for Gwen Stefani and Eve. I choreographed for K's, Beanie Man, and so the list goes on. But I don't talk about that stuff. I like talking about what I do with the kids. But but I'm just grateful because it's family, So when you see the dances, like when you come out, like Baba Jarawa, that's my big brother. That's family. When you see Keepers of the Culture, that's my dance daughter, Raina. That's my brother Ryan, my brother Delvin. It's family, And we all met through Dance Africa, through different classes. It didn't matter that I was from the Bronx, and this one is from Jersey, and that one is from Harlem, and this one is from Trinidad, and it didn't matter. We're family, and we keep that connection, and we're still helping each other around the world, which is how I ended up in Senegal through Dance Africa. Because 2016, it was Senegal. So it's these connections that we want to build on and keep, because it's not just dance. Dance is family. Dance is community. And a
Yeah, I
lot of
love
people
what
see it and they
you're saying.
think that it's just the movement, and it's not. Like, this is life.
I
Everybody
love it.
dances because everybody dances. You get some food that looks good. What you gonna do? Oh, right, right, right. You gotta go to the bathroom. What you gonna do? You gonna dance, right? You gonna dance. Something's gonna make you dance, right? You scared, you right?
I love it.
Everybody dances,
I
so we're
love
all
it.
connected. If you can walk, you can dance. That's what my dance grandmother says, Mama Dana. She said, "If you can walk, you can dance." You hear that, Maurice? That's what she said. I didn't say she said.
Well, it
I hear
sounds
it, and
like Jennifer.
now I feel encouraged. I feel more
Yeah.
confident about.
Listen, Maurice, if you go, I'm going. We'll be in there together.
I'm
Love it.
picking
I
you
love
up,
it.
Bab. You live around the corner from me.
I'm coming. I'm coming. So, Jennifer, this has got to be encouraging to you to hear that there's so much interest in dance. Because I think Hanan is right, and I had a conversation with Alexis and one of her contemporaries, and I invited them to have a larger conversation about dance and where dance could be done in the city, because unlike other arts like mixed media and all these other things, dance doesn't get the money, the grant money. It doesn't get, it doesn't get all the space. It doesn't get all the things that other arts get. There's gallery space for artists to hang work up.
Yeah.
There's museums where people can put sculpture up, but there's few places where people can really go and dance.
Yeah,
And
I have to say it's actually quite surprising in New Haven with the number of people that love dance and
yes,
dance and like do it and like love it and make it and want to take class. It's surprising to me that there isn't actually more dance space in the city. So I'm hoping that now that there's many of us who are trying to work together and to collaborate. To Hanan's point, is like it is all about collaboration and helping each other and working together and building and continue building the family. And my hope is that with all of that energy, we can start to create, more spaces and opportunities. I know Renasia Baldwin is opening her studio this weekend on Saturday, so I'm going to go check that out on Saturday. And she was also one of our Everybody Dance teachers. And if we can, together, hopefully we can uplift the need and the desire and sort of and build a center for dance.
Yes, because it's the accessibility, like you said earlier, right? Because even for our class at the house, we're able to be there because of the collaboration. We don't have to pay to be there. So in exchange, the students go free. Community gives the contribution so we can cover whoever's teaching the classes, But outside of that, any place else, we need $1 million, $2 million, insurance policy. They want $150, $300 an hour. We're not even bringing that much in a class. Like, we're just trying to provide something for the community. We're not even charging much, $15, $20. Nobody's living off of this. This is just so we can get more drums, maybe buy a sandwich, get some gas to go back and forth, and then pay teachers to come. Because when I'm not here, we bring people, till the class continues. So so what you're doing at Schwarzman is helpful.
I'm so glad to hear that. There's opportunities for like basketball, like you can do pickup basketball games. There's a gym that exists and everybody just goes to, the mini teams, they show up and they play, they just are able to do a pickup game at really low cost, if any cost. So can there be that version of dance, right, where there's the space, and then that's what we're trying to do, is create that model where there is the space that teachers can utilize and folks can come and take class.
yeah, I love it. Well, listen, to all the people who are listening and who are intrigued and are on the fence, because I know there are people on the fence, because I know people who want to do this and they're like, I don't know, it's been a long time, I'm not in great shape, or my body is round or whatever, and I don't know, these might be real dancers and all this other kind of stuff. Go to the Schwarzman site. What is it, Maurice? And register. It's free,
That's
but
right.
we want you to register.
That's right, at schwarzman.yale.edu. And those who are extra curious and still kind of tentative about clicking on the link, I would invite you all to come down and see us at our table at the Juneteenth Festival this Saturday.
Oh, yes.
12 to
Yeah,
5
do that.
p.m. We've got plenty of information about Dr. Hanan's class, about our upcoming class on the 25th with Contratiempo, as well as the other summer programs that you and I spoke about last week, Babz. So please come on and check it out. And then once you've learned all there is to learn and heard a little bit of a demonstration, sign up for that class.
Well, I'm excited. Oh, thanks, Harry, for putting this up. And this is a beautiful picture of Dr. Hanan Hameen.
Amazing photo. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, all right. So, you definitely will see me on Sunday. I'm gonna make it my business.
Yay!
Now, 'cause, I wanna be in the presence of Dr. Hameen. So there you go, and Jennifer.
Yes,
and
come give me a big
Maurice.
hug.
Maurice, no.
So I want to see this.
I want to see every
So thank
face in
y'all.
this Zoom in that class.
That's right. So thank you so much. I'm gonna go as soon as I get off here. I'm gonna go register right now.
Yay!
And see if I can. If there's a wait list, I'm gonna get on it or whatever.
Get in on it. That's right.
You're on VIP.
Yes,
Come
so.
on.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much,
thank
Babz.
you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
this weekend. Arts and Ideas kicks off this weekend. So
Right.
Yes,
I know I
join
will
us
see y'all.
Juneteenth.
in these art streets celebrating. So
Yes.
thank you, Maurice. Thank you, Jennifer. And it is so good to see you, Dr. Hanan Hameen.
Thank you so much, Babz. Thank you, Jennifer, Maurice. Thank you.
See you soon.
Oh, I'm excited. We're gonna have so much
Take
fun.
care.
It's gonna be fun. Yep.
Yes.
Have a good day, y'all.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks, Harry.